Hi everyone, welcome to this Get Ready With Me. I'm going to use some of my favorites, so let's get ready together. First, I got to get this hair out of the way. You guys know how I feel watching my videos. I can't stand having my hair down, especially when I'm cooking and doing my makeup or cleaning. I need this hair up, so I'm going to use one of my favorite clips, the one with the little Mickey rhinestones, and we're going to get started. First thing is, we're tackling the brows. As you can tell, my brows need a lot of help, so this is a must-do step. I do not skip this ever. I'm going to start with the Super Lock Brow Glue from Maybelline. This is what I'm going to use to backcomb the brows and get them in place exactly where I want them. I'm going to do this first, and it's kind of like a backward method doing the gel first, then pencil, but it actually works. So this time I'm going to do the gel first and a brow pen. So I'm going to just kind of backcomb, like I said, through the brows, get them exactly where I want them, and I'm going to let this dry. That's the key. You want this to dry before you go into any other products. So while that dries, I'm going to go into the primer, and that's going to be the Smooth Velvet Primer from Iconic London. I have been loving this primer throughout the summer. I've been using it to help minimize the look of my pores, and it truly does work. It makes such a difference. So I'm just going to apply that to the entire face, and especially over the areas where I have larger pores. Then I'm going to go into foundation. I'm going to take the Doll 10 TCE. This covers everything foundation. I'm going to mix it with the Natasha Denona liquid bronzer because the foundation is a year-round shade for me. And as you can tell, I've gotten a lot of sun this summer, so that shade is not going to cut it. So I'm going to mix the two together. And I did 1 pump of the foundation and 1 pump of the bronzer, and I mix them on the back of my hand, and then I'm using my damp beauty sponge to kind of bounce this into the skin just to even out my complexion and make the face match the rest of the body. Since I do use a lot of SPF on my face, it is several shades lighter than my neck, chest, and arms. So that liquid bronzer from Natasha Denona is definitely going to come into play with a lot of my foundations for the duration of the summer, where it's going to balance things out, make the foundations match my neck, chest, and arms, and it's going to look good. These two together are a fabulous combo. That foundation is incredibly gorgeous on the skin. I absolutely love it. Now that we've done the foundation, it's time to go back to the brows. They are already dry and set, so I'm going to go in with the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Pen. This is one of my go-tos that I've been using for years. I absolutely love this brow pen. I use the shade called Ash Brown, and it basically looks like a liquid liner, but it's made for the brows. And so what I'm going to do is kind of speed this up even faster than the rest of the video clips because this does take quite a bit of time. When I film this, it takes several minutes to get done, but it is an incredibly easy process to do. Once you figure it out and get the right shade for your brows, it actually makes the brows look like they are filled in with hair. As you can see, the before and afters, it kind of speaks for itself. It gives me the look of hairs where I don't have it. And my brows are this way from the years of overplucking and waxing, going from thick to thin, following trends when I was in my late teens, early 20s, and now I'm paying the price where the hair doesn't grow back. So this is what I have to do. Now moving on to bronzer, I want to add a little bit of bronzer. So this ABH Smooth Blur Bronzer has been one of my go-tos since I discovered it several weeks back. It is a beautiful formula. The right shades with the right undertones, the way it blends, the way it looks on the skin, it truly does blur the skin. It makes it look like a filter, but it's actually a bronzer. So it gives you that color, but it looks seamless. It always works over any single foundation that I put underneath it. It's just a great formula all around. I love it. Next for concealer, we're going to mix 2 different concealers. I'm going to take the Creal concealer mixed with a little bit of the Tarte Shape Tape. So the Creal was a little bit darker to begin with when I bought it several months back. So that's why I'm going to use most of that concealer and then just a touch of the Shape Tape. The Shape Tape is quite light and very brightening, so I kept that into the inner corner. It is a full coverage concealer. It's a little bit slightly, I would say, drier than Creal. Creal is made for more mature skin. It's a little bit more hydrating, and it looks really nice. But I like to mix the two, kind of just using what I have in my collection so it doesn't go bad. And honestly, the two of them together were really pretty. That was the first time that I actually mixed these 2 concealers. And I do like both formulas individually, but mixed together, they're really pretty. I feel like the moisture and hydration levels from the Creal help kind of make the Shape Tape just a little bit better. Especially if you have dry skin, it may be a nice option. So I just kind of chose to mix the 2. And again, I'm using that same damp beauty sponge to apply both of these and blend this in. And of course, if you know, the L'Oreal Fection Loose Powder. I have not stopped using this since it launched. I literally use this every single time I set my makeup. My under eyes, I'm using it to set quite a bit of my face today because I do live where it's a little bit warmer, more humidity, and I need that. And you can see it gives a blurred effect versus not setting and setting. It makes a difference. There's something really special about this powder. It is often sold out online and in stores for good reason. People love it because it truly does blur and set. No matter how much of this powder you put on, it never looks heavy, it never looks dry, it never emphasizes texture, fine lines, anything like that. It is a beautiful formula and it's affordable at the drugstore. And then, of course, I have to keep it with L'Oreal because they just do it right. This is their liquid blush in the shade called Worth It, and this is one of my favorite blushes from this brand, and the formula is 10 out of 10. When it comes to liquid blushes at the drugstore, I don't think that there's anything better than L'Oreal. It's top tier. It really is. And I'm not just saying that because it's my favorite drugstore brand, but truly the formulas are just, they're up there. Oftentimes they're better than the higher end options that you can find at Sephora or even the prestige side of Ulta. You can get the same quality pigmentation and blend with L'Oreal. It truly is beautiful. If you have not tried them, check it out. As you can see, I'm very excited about it. It just makes me happy because it just works and I don't have to blend and work hard at it. It just does the job. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of glow and I'm going to use the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. This is the light shade and it gives such a beautiful finish to the skin, a nice glow. You can use this as I am today, kind of spot highlighting certain areas, so the tops of the cheekbones. You'll see as I get through the next bit of the clip. It gives a nice glow to the skin where it looks really pretty and natural. But you can also add this in to your foundation. You can use this as a primer. You can add this into your body moisturizer for a little bit of glow. Or if you're using a top that shows a little skin, you can put this on just to give your skin a little bit of a sheen. There's so much that you can do with this. It's very much one of those products that can be used in different capacities. So that's why I love this product, and it truly is beautiful. And the complexion looks fresh, it looks dewy, it has the coverage, but it doesn't look heavy and it's not over the top. Moving on to the eyes, we're gonna do a little bit of primer. I'm gonna take my MAC Painterly Paint Pot to set my lids and also cancel any redness and discoloration. I was dealing with some eczema, so I do have some redness still visible there, but I didn't want to put this product directly onto those areas, so I kind of left that alone. And then we're going in with the same bronzer that I use on the face to warm up the crease and just add a little bit of color to the crease just to add something there instead of leaving it bare. You can certainly do that if you wanted to, but I just wanted to do it just to add some color. I'm already using this bronzer on my face, so I might as well use it as eyeshadow as well. And I'm using a big fluffy brush from the BK Beauty brand, and I'm going to take this color through the crease and also underneath the eyes. And then for eyeliner, I'm going to smudge this one from Kosas. This is in the shade called Allure, which is a dark brown. It is a matte finish. It's not going to have any sheen, sparkle, or glitter. It comes with a smudger, so I basically draw it on pretty messy. I'm not trying to be careful with it because the smudger is going to take care of any mistakes for me. I'm going to smudge this out. You can use the smudger to thicken it, to soften the edge, to create a smoky eyelash look where the smokiness is at the base of the lashes, which is what I'm doing today. And that's what I typically do with this. I keep it very thin towards the inner corner where I had some issues with eczema, but when we get to the center and the outer corners of the eye, I do it a little bit thicker and I use that smudger to thicken that up a little bit. And then I decided to go in with some glitter. I mean, I can't help it. This is one of the newest glitter pucks from Half Magic. It is so pretty. It's like a pretty kind of champagne-y type of shade. They have 3 different color options in this range. One that's more pink, one that like this one that's new, that's a little bit more champagne-y, and then they have one that's more silver cool tone. This is incredibly beautiful. The texture is so magical. It elevates any single eye look. It will take a simple eye look that I'm doing in this video and take it to another level. And you can tell by my expressions how much I love this product because it truly is magic. This would be a great starting point for anyone who wants to incorporate glitter and maybe can't find one that they like in other brands. This is going to be your best bet. The glitter is soft. It's got like a kind of water wet kind of feel to it, which is very interesting, but there isn't any rough jagged pieces to the glitter. It's very fine. So even someone with more mature skin that feels that they can't pull it off, yes, you can. You can definitely do glitter. You just got to get the right one, and this is it. Make sure you put that foam back so it does not dry out and secure your lid nice and tight. Moving on to the mascara. This is the Soul Gazer mascara from Kosas. This is one that I recently purchased because I wanted to have a mascara that has a little bit more benefit than just being a mascara. This one actually has ingredients to condition and nourish the lashes and keep them healthy. And I was kind of going through, like I said before, some skin issues, and I just wanted to take care of my lashes as well. So that's why I decided to try this. It's actually a very good mascara. I like how it definitely separates the lashes and gives me a really nice kind of fanned out effect. and gives me that volume and length that I'm looking for. So it's a really nice one, and I can see why people love it and why there was some buzz about this product on social media. And while I'm at it, I'm also going to take that same mascara and use it on the lower lashes. I have not had any issues with this smearing, flaking, or giving me raccoon eyes on the lower lashes with the heat and humidity, so that's great. And then for the lip combo, I'm going to go into another Half Magic product. This is the Sculptitude lip liner. It's a 2-in-1. It comes with 2 shades. Emu Rose, which is the one that I'm going to use in this video. And then Prancing Queen, which is the opposite end, is a little bit more of a cooler pink. This Emu Rose is going to be a little bit warmer, and it is so beautiful. This is incredibly pigmented, but it stays on. Like, it does not budge. It is incredible. And then I'm going to go with the new Clarins Lip Oil that I recently purchased. And I forget the name of the oil, but I'm going to have it linked for you down below. It's a beautiful kind of corally, peachy type of shade with a little bit of shimmer, and it pairs perfectly with that lip liner. And that's the lip combo for the day. So those two together are really great for a nice kind of warm tone look. But if you wanted something cool tone, this right here with the Rare Beauty lip gloss, the new one, so pretty. So 2 glosses and 1 lip liner. Endless amount of looks. I love these 3 products, and this is the final look for today. This is the look that I'm wearing. I love the way this turned out. A little bit of sparkle, a little bit of warmth with the lip combo. The complexion looks nice and even and put together. The blush looks beautiful, the glow. I just feel like it came out really nicely, and it's simple and easy. Didn't take a lot of energy or effort or a lot of time either. I can knock this out pretty quickly. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you for being here, for watching this tutorial, this Get Ready With Me. Let me know your thoughts. Everything is going to be listed and linked for you down below, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.